Look at this cute little cracker plate. My parents gave me some summer sausage for Christmas, so we decided this would be our lunch today. We would just have some crackers. And it's really cute. By the way, hello everyone and welcome to Monday. Up pretty early. Not as early as we would have liked, but we actually we stayed up a little bit last night. Mal's still working on her painting. The end is in sight.
Yeah.
You sound a little defeated. Like just a little bit. I understand that it's, taking some time.
Yeah.
But it looks good.
Yeah, it does.
So that's good. We've got a pretty big agenda today because we have, work to do. But then also, it's time to do fourth quarter taxes. We have to deal with all of that today. And it's not, taxes stopped being such a problematic thing like a few years ago whenever we moved everything to an LLC and we had the software that keeps track of everything. So things have gotten easier, but it's still a thing we have to do. So that's got to happen today. So we got to work on that. And, you got to keep painting dots. Sorry.
More dots.
But first, we gotta eat this. We gotta eat these crackers. Not like it's a big deal, and I'm not talking more about data migration, I promise. But this is the last 2019 breakfast streams that are being moved over to a drive, and then the same stuff being moved over to a different drive for redundancy. Honestly, I'm mostly just proud of myself for not wasting any time and immediately working on backing up 2019. I don't have to. I could put it off if I wanted to, but I just finished spending 2 months, November and December, backing up 18 years of my life. So taking just a little bit more time and backing up 2019, I guess it makes sense. Also, I've done such a good job of categorizing everything and keeping it organized this year that it's really not that much work. So there's really no reason not to do it now. So I've been taking care of it. But let's talk about something else, because I've talked ad nauseum about data migration in the last few months. Let's talk about CES. CES is going on now in Las Vegas. It happens every year in January, and I never cover it. I never dedicate vlogs to it, but I'm always paying attention. I'm always reading about coverage, articles, tweets that are coming out about CES because there's such a wide variety of electronics that are covered. And yes, a lot of the things that get attention for the vast consumer market would be like televisions and how many Ks they can fit inside of the televisions. It's 8, by the way. Might be more, but for right now it's 8. But I'm more interested in cameras specifically. I'm always paying attention to what the major players are doing, what they're planning on bringing out. It was actually, I think it was last CES that I first found out. Was it last CES? 2 CESs ago that I first found out about the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. And then it was a year later that I was able to get one. My timeline is a little messed up, but I'm always paying attention to CES and seeing what they're doing for maybe another production camera or maybe a vlog camera upgrade, etc. But another company is there, and they made an announcement today, which I thought was fun and funny, and I thought that I would talk about it. And that is Sony, who announced today the PlayStation 5 would be called the PlayStation 5. Oh, and there's a logo. Didn't see that coming, did you? Honestly, I'm almost jealous of Sony's naming scheme because they've so well established themselves as PlayStation number that it's comforting in a way. And it also clearly tells consumers what it is. Because yes, you, viewer, may be like me, savvy when it comes to video games and electronics. But there's a lot of people that aren't. And it just, to them, they need to know which number is higher. PlayStation 5 is higher than PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5 is the new one. It's the better one. Got it. That's why the Xbox ecosystem is terribly confusing. Especially with the new name, Xbox One Series X? I don't know. They're just going to call it Xbox, like they always have. It's just going to be Xbox, but it's still a terribly confusing name. Nintendo has had different luck over the years with their names. The Wii was very popular, but then they came out with the Wii U, and it was not immediately clear it was even a new system. So when I consider all of the console manufacturers and the names that they've chosen, I gotta say, PlayStation, it carries a lot of weight. You don't have to know anything else about it. You don't even have to know that it's Sony. Like with the Switch and the Wii U, these are Nintendo systems, and you have to at least know that about it. The PlayStation, you know that the PlayStation 4 came before the PlayStation 5, and it's all the same company. It's a good name. It's a really good name. It actually made me think about how many systems there have been, how many home console releases there have been for the other companies. And technically, if Xbox really wanted to compete numerically, they could call their upcoming system the Xbox 5. Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One X, and then this new thing would technically be the fifth one. So that'd actually be the same number, I think, as long as I have that right, as PlayStation. What would be really interesting is if Nintendo adopted numbers, because NES, Super NES, N64, GameCube, Wii U, Switch means that they would be the Nintendo 8, or the N8, or the Nate. I'd buy a Nate. Anyway, that's Sony's thing. It was just a funny little thing that came out of CES. Now, CES technically hasn't started. I believe it's the 7th to the 10th. But there's a lot of companies that are announcing things early, like Sony did today. And I'm paying attention because cameras, man. Cameras. Really, for anyone out there who is into cameras, I'm personally interested to see if Sony is going to finally announce the A7S whatever. A7S 3, unless they're going to just skip the 3 and go straight to the 4 because the A7R 4 came out. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?